Updated A contrite Uber told Westminster Magistrates Court today that it fully accepts the last year's decision by Transport for London (TfL) to revoke its taxi operating licence, as justified. TfL, the UK capital's transport regulator, wants the ban upheld, in part because of fears that spy on regulators' tech Greyball was used in London. TfL yanked Uber's license to operate its ride-hailing app last year because it was not satisfied that the firm was, legally, a fit and proper person to run private hire cabs in London. A taxi firm whose license has been revoked by TfL can continue to operate until the outcome of any appeal. TfL opposes Uber's appeal. Its barrister, Martin Chamberlain, told the court in his written submissions that it should take Uber's historic conduct into account when determining whether it is now a fit and proper person to hold a PHV operator's license. Barristers Tom De La Mare QC and Ranjit Bose QC will tell the court on behalf of Uber that the taxi app operator welcomes the opportunity to continue to demonstrate its fitness and propriety, and is committed to trying to do that every day. Uber's written submissions include the staggering admission that its drivers were taking eye tests over a video call your doctor service called Push Doctor. It said, Tom Elvidge, head of Uber UK and Ireland, accepts that with hindsight, the eye tests offered by the Push Doctor service may not have been adequate. TfL insisted to the company that these medical checks could only be conducted in person. Uber's full admission from its own court filings that its drivers used to take eye tests by video link. The practice has now been halted after TfL intervened. P greater than TfL alleged that Elvidge does not accept that it was clear and obvious that the proposed video medical exam solution was unsatisfactory. Helen Chapman, TfL's director of taxi licensing, made a number of witness statements in which she referenced the 2016 Uber hack, urging the court not to renew Uber's license on the grounds that the company's corporate culture was too toxic for it to operate back then, and that Uber's recent changes to detoxify itself have yet to bed in fully. People within Uber tried to cover up the 2016 hack, which only came to light the following year. They even bunked the 20-year-old US hacker $100,000 to delete the data and keeps them, which got them fired when new chief exec Dara Khosrowshahi found out what happened. Even after it became aware of that breach, said TfL's submissions, Uber struggled to obtain the information it required from the other companies in the Uber group. Mr. Elvidge candidly admits that this incident was a major driver in leading ULL, Uber London Limited, to conclude that it needed to redefine its relationship with the other companies in the Uber group. Greyball is Uber's spy on regulators system. When Uber suspected that regulators were snooping around its drivers, their accounts were tagged by company employees so its systems did not display any nearby cars, preventing regulators from carrying out secret shopper-style checks on the taxi app's behavior. When the existence of Greyball came to light, TfL reacted with alarm, asking Uber whether it had ever used the tech in the UK. The company said in its written submissions, Uber modified its systems to require employees seeking to apply such tags to obtain pre-approval by a manager and legal clearance. Violation of the policy would lead to disciplinary sanction. TfL, in contrast, alleges that Uber manager Joe Bertram approved the use of Greyball for dodging regulatory checks, or what the transport regulator claimed Uber tried to depict as over-aggressive law enforcement. Bertram had left the company by September last year. In addition, Uber later claimed that it has deactivated Greyball altogether. The firm characterized Greyball to the register as a tool for employee testing of new products, and repeated that it has not been misused for the purpose of evading regulators, while avoiding our simple question as to whether the software had been used in the UK or not. A third-party systems expert was later appointed by TfL, with Uber's consent, to investigate how the app platform operated and confirmed that spot checks carried out by people posing as customers wouldn't be obstructed. Uber accepted that its previous allegations that taxi trade unions and established taxi firms had egged on TfL to shut down their competitor were unfair. Uber also said that it would never knowingly compromise public safety. Part of its newfound corporate social responsibility includes the use of real-time identification checks for drivers using facial recognition technology in order to address any risk of account sharing or impersonation. 607 Uber drivers have been dismissed, according to TfL's legal filings, with 221 immediately suspended from working, on public safety grounds. The London Taxi Drivers Association, LTDA, a trade union for black cab drivers, has itself urged the court to rule that Uber drivers operating outside London are doing so illegally. The case is scheduled to continue until Wednesday, the 27th of June. Uber seeks restoration of its license for 18 months so its corporate changes can become fully embedded and be put to the test. Registered sign: the court has ruled, Uber has been granted a 15-month probationary license, and must foot TfL's legal bills. Sponsored, Minds Mastering Machines, call for papers now open.